Okay, thank you everyone for joining. This is a new live session of Tuesday. We're going to be creating some products together, so I hope you like it. We're going to get started. Okay, well, let's start this live session with the basics. What is Customily? Most of you installed the app quite recently and are either getting started with your store from scratch or beginning the process of selling personalizable products on an existing store. For both cases, we have the perfect tools to get started. Well, Customity is an app that provides your store with live previews of products, along with options that your customers will interact with and change those live previews with every interaction. So you see here this particular canvas product that I'm pretty sure I renamed this like this. And you will see that Customity loads on this page and you can see a preview of what an example will look. But not only that, you will see options. And whenever you start playing around with these options, you will start to customize your product live. So now, for example, if I were to select one kid and has to be that kid girl, I can customize by text inputting, um, image selecting, or for example, image uploading as well. You see that the live preview will change and you will get a realistic example of how your product will look like. For example, you can be as detailed and specific as you want in any way, or be really simple. Customity will give you all the tools for you to make any product customizable really simple. And you don't have to go as complex as 1 to 5 kids. This is a Customily Design example. You can just set up a text input, an image upload, a font change, a color change, as simple as that. But this preview, and what you need to understand is that this preview is created by loading a template on the page, on my store page here, as well as an option set that is all this area for interacting with the options. So if you follow the steps of creating a template from scratch, and the options will be created automatically from that template, you'll be able to connect those to any existing product. So make it customizable. Now think about how you will customize things before Customily. You will need to put together a listing on your store. You will need to create a lot of images explaining all the possible options for customizing. You will need to set up a field for notes where your customers will need to type in what they want, what names they want, what colors they want, what fonts they look for, and then purchase. And you will have to grab that information, set up a proof, send over for approval, receive the corrections, do another proof, and go back and forth in emails until your customer is satisfied. The thing is, that takes a lot of time when you're scaling sales. And also, you at the end need to produce the print file so your fulfillment can print or can create the final product for shipment. Now, Customily has simplified all those steps by giving you, the merchant, the power to create the product and the design, and giving your customers the power to do the customization that you allow, of course, but they will be able to preview instantly what they're creating. They'll be able to type in whatever names they want, play around with the different colors, ideas, or even type in whatever they want and see that change live. So once they're happy with that, they will purchase and they will get a preview of what they purchased. But you as a merchant will also get the print file. That's the great advantage of Customily. Not only is giving the customers a live preview, but it's gathering information to render a ready to print file on the back end. So at the end, it has simplified all the communication process, all the customization process, and the print also will be simplified with Customily. So, like I said, with uh, with a template and an option set, you're ready to turn any product into a customizable product. But not only that, if you can actually create new products in your store using Customily. So I'm going back to the presentation, and I'm going to tell you a bit more about Customily 2.0. Now, what is this? Well, this is our latest update for Etsy and Shopify stores. This allows you to create and publish personalized products easier, faster, and better than before. So, those starting your stores from scratch will have more interest in this section because now you can choose a product directly from a print on demand supplier, add a design to it, and get it published in your store all from the Customily app. So, if you're working uh, with print on demand providers and you are using their system to create products and then replicate them in your store and then coming to Customily to create the customization part, you no longer have to do that. You can create everything from Customily using the 2.0 tools, which will be a lot simpler, faster, and efficient when it comes to all the features. Why? Because those print on demand services that have an API connection will have the fulfillment processes automated. This means that once you receive a purchase, all the order details and the ready to print file will be sent to the corresponding POD provider automatically for fulfillment and shipping. So in those cases of known PODs that are integrated with Customily, whatever purchase is done using a customization will create a print file and be sent automatically. So you don't have to manually do artwork uploads and stuff like that that you had to do before this. It's going to save you a lot of time and reduce the chances of error of redoing products and designs all the time. Also, if you are starting even more from scratch, you have a great feature that is available for Etsy and Shopify stores, which is the free access to Customily's design libraries. Now, you will be able to find ready to use and sell designs, and at the same time, you'll be able to use the exclusive Clipart collections to create your own design. And I think there was a question related to this. If you let me check. It says, if we create our own artwork, can Customily confirm the image is good enough to use? Well, in that case, we're going to get into that. But if you're creating your own artwork, I recommend using big files because big files, every file you have in Customily will be safely stored in our server, and only WebP low quality versions of those files will be presented on the front end, as you saw in my Canvas example. So there's a system to always protect your original artwork in the high quality, only available in our server for printing purposes. So if you have low quality images, well, you will always have tools to test the print file without having to place an order. So you always have a chance to check the quality. But just to be certain, upload high quality images. They're going to print perfectly well and they will be safely stored and nobody will be able to access them, only you when you render the files. So I hope that answers that question related to the designs, not only the Customily designs, which are really high quality images, but your own designs. And you will understand why. Because when you land in Customily, I recommend asking yourself a couple of questions to know the best way to approach this app. Customily is very big and allows for multiple possibilities, but it's up to you to decide the best road to take inside Customily. For example, we mentioned that you can create your templates and your option sets, which are the core elements of Customily, and connect them to whatever product you have in your store already. That's the basic way of using Customily. And so if you ask yourself, do I have existing product? Do I want to make them customizable? Then yes, you need to go that road. But if you're starting from scratch and you want to create new products, you need to ask yourself, am I going to be fulfilling with a print on demand provider? Or am I going to be fulfilling with my own workshop, with a local workshop, and they have their own products? I have my own stock of products. Will I be using Customily Design, or am I going to be using my own artwork? Those questions will take you through different ways of using Customily, and you can have that synthesized in these four possible scenarios. Starting top to the left, you can work with a print-on-demand provider who has its own product catalog and add a design from Customily's library to it. This will be the fastest path and the one that will allow you to have a published product ready to sell in minutes. Also, top right, you can work with the print-on-demand provider but choose to add your own designs to their products. In this case, you will have to come to Customily with a clear idea of what you want to offer as customization, what a nice design you want to present, have the images ready to go, and create your own designs by populating your design library before you're able to start connecting to print-on-demand provider products. Now, on the other hand, the lower left, if you have your own products and you're not interested in working with a print-on-demand provider, the way to go is to start by populating your product-based library first. This is where you will provide Customily with your exclusive product information. For example, the print size, the file format, the mockups, everything that you need to put together a base product that you will then add, for example, a Customily design to create a final listing. So that's one way of doing this, creating your own mockups and adding Customily designs to create the final products. Or you can, of course, add your own designs to your own products. And this is the path that may take a bit more of time, but this is exactly what you're looking for, and you have all your product mockups and all your designs ready, all you will have to do is combine them any way you want to create the new listings all through Customily. Okay, so let's start from the beginning and look at Customily as it is right now. Let's say I'm a store owner. I want to start selling personalized products and I just install Customily to try it out. This is the main page of Customily, and if we check on the left menu bar, you will see we are on the Start section. Basically, here you will see a first glimpse of your design collection and your product-based collection, but also you will get the chance to start creating new products. Then, if you check the left menu again, like I said, the first three sections are the shortcuts to the 2.0 tools. These are tools meant for you to create new products by creating your product bases or your designs. Then on the Start section, you will start combining them to create new products. Now, in the next sections, you will find the core elements of Customily, the things that make Customily work in your particular store. For example, you can explore, manage, and create your templates in this section. Remember, templates will be the key elements to provide the live previews. So it's the thing that loads here and changes from 1 kit to 2 kits to 100 kits, basically. So this template is either created by you from scratch or automatically created combining designs and product bases. And you will be able to manage them here, rename, delete, clone, have everything done here. On the libraries section, you'll be able to upload and organize your assets. We have color libraries, fonts, vectors, and images. The advantage of libraries is that you can reuse assets on different products and different templates and designs, and they will keep updating as long as you keep adding more information or modifying information. So you will only have to upload images once and have them on a library and then use them across multiple products without having to each time upload those assets. They're very handy and very easy to follow. On the store section, you're able to see all your store products, and you'll be able to filter by those that are linked to Customily and those that are not linked to Customily. Those linked, you'll be able to see what template they're using, what options they're using. You'll be able also to modify many settings that will help you customize the front end experience of your customers. In the order section is where you're going to start to see every order that goes through your store using Customily. This is a great way to see a backup of what your customers have selected, personalized, have previewed. The print file, you will be able to see the print file, to download that, to make changes to the print file if you need. So remember that every single order information regarding Customily will also be in your e-commerce platform. So don't worry about that. This is a backup that will help you quickly check something in particular regarding the personalization. So today we're going to create this product, this trick or treat canvas. We are going to be using a canvas from Gelato. So if I were to start from the beginning, I will click on create new product. And I will see that first I need to pick which product I want to use as a base. It could be my own product basis, or it can be something from this print-on-demand provider's catalog. Most of them will offer the catalog without any problem. Some others, like Printify and Printful, will require you to integrate the API key. So if you have an account with them, you will see that some of them have automatic fulfillment, which means that you can integrate the API key of these services with Customily, and the connection will be automatic. So whatever is sold using Customily and these products will go straight for fulfillment and will save you a lot of time. For example, if I were to use Gelato today and I want to integrate my API key, I will go to settings here at the top. And on the settings area, I will find the fourth tab, which is the integrations tab. In here, I'll be able to pick from my drop-down menu whatever print-on-demand provider I want to integrate with. Depending on my needs and my accounts, I may want to go with Gelato and click on Enable Integration here. That will show Gelato on my list. You see right now I have Printful and Printify integrations, but I'm also adding Gelato. So I need to find my API key in Gelato. The way to do that, if you don't know where to find it, is to check out our help center. There's an article here, a link, that if you click, it will open a help center article that will guide you through the different print-on-demand providers to find the API key really easy with a lot of images, so you can find where is the API key on your particular print-on-demand provider. You will find that API key, copy that, and then paste it here in Customily. Once you paste it, the key will be validated automatically, and you're able to save settings. If you click Save Settings, it's going to turn green, and you will now be integrated to, for example, Gelato. Now that we have that integration finished, it means that we can create products. You are always able to create products, but the API will guarantee that the fulfillment is automatic. So I'm going to the Start section again, and here I will create a new product. I will look for the print-on-demand provider that I want, which is Gelato, and I'm going to click here to see the catalog. There's a lot of products that have been already integrated based on the trendings. Some others will be evaluated by customer suggestion, by Gelato suggestion, and so on. So we are always looking to update these catalogs with what's being launched right now, what's being trending. So it's great if you also keep us posted on what you want right now. In this case, I'm going for the canvas. So I click on this canvas and I have a lot of size options available. And I can pick any or many of those. I need to pick at least one thickness. In this case, could be, for example, slim, and at least one size. I could pick many if I want to create different um, products in the same listing, the different sizes on the same listing. I can pick many sizes. I'm still going to do one just so we see what's coming in, and with at least one variant of each, I will have a default print area, and I'm ready to jump to the second part of creating a full product in Customily. This is the base information. This is the product with the variants, size and thickness. But what about the content, the design? That's what you're going to be sorting out in the next stage. So you click next here, and now you get to pick from your designs. In this case, you will be accessing the My Design area, in which you will create your own designs and your own artwork. Or you can start with something and go and pick from Customily Designs. I'm going to pick this, and I will see that I have almost 230 designs ready to go. There are a lot of ideas related to characters, related to events, seasons. For example, now we have some particular designs for certain products, like hard acrylic shapes, ornaments, and plaques, or different products that are very particular, and we have designs for them. Either way, you can explore all the categories or search particular items. In this case, because we are nearing Halloween, we're going to pick something from the Halloween collection. Here we have about 30 designs. Some are related to pets, some others to characters. You see there are many styles. There we have some cartoon related styles, some more realistic styles, side viewing. There's a lot of things to play with. And in this case, I think I'm going for this one, Trick or Treat, with the kids, because they have costumes, and that's really amazing. So I click on this design, and Customily starts working. It's going to create a new product in my store. It's going to grab the information about the product base from Gelato and the design from Customily, and put them together to create a unique template. And that template will also spring the options, and those two will be connected to the listing to provide the live preview and customization. So this process could be done manually, but this is actually integrating information from different areas to provide you with a brand new product. As you can see, it takes about 1.5 minutes at much. And this has a lot of images. And this is a final reviewing of the product that has just been created. This product is called Canvas, which is pretty dull. So I recommend we change this right here. And this is a preview of what's going to look like for the customers. If we have many variants, you will be able to change them here just to preview. What I'm going to do is I'm going to edit my product details in here, so I can quickly change the name of this product. This is going to be the Trick or Treat Canvas, yeah. And price, I don't know, let's put 19 to this price. This is the description that I can also change, and the price, depending on the variants, I will have multiple variants or just one variant. You can change this later on either Etsy or Shopify backend, but this part of Customily is saving you time of doing this later on the listing itself. And then what I can do is I can just play around with the preview. I can pick how many kits I want. Remember, this is a Customily Design, so there's a lot of pre-made settings. I'm going to pick 3 kits, go with girl. It's going to be called Samantha, and I'm going to probably keep this skin color, probably go with another hairstyle, then put her as a mommy. The second kid will be a boy, will be this kid, which will have another skin color, another hairstyle, and another costume. And the third kid will also be a girl. Like this will be like that. Will have long hair and probably dressed like this. Yeah. So this is me playing around with. But if I happen to like this preview of the canvas, I can actually click here on this button, save this as the product image, and I will create a new main listing photo. So my product will have this image as the portrait. Then I can add multiple images, because each time I click preview here, I can right click and save this as another image. So if I were to change this to 1 kid, 2, 4, and 6, and I will actually customize each time and create one image per kid. I can offer all those image later in my store as an example of what could look like. So there's no limitation here, and you can take this opportunity before you publish this product to gather a lot of listing photos before actually publishing this, and then you can go to your Etsy or Shopify backend and add those images. So if I'm ready to go, I will click publish. One thing that will show up in this case is, remember I did like I was putting the API key of Gelato, but I didn't put it. So I'm still not fully connected to this print-on-demand provider. So this message is letting me know that until I put the API key of Gelato, I will not be able to automatically fulfill. I can say not now and still publish, and then do the integration, so don't worry about that. But you should know the system will always try to warn you. And then this is my store right now, and I am able to check out my product. I can find it, or I can jump right here. So this was a canvas. So I have this canvas. If I know, I have many more canvas. Let's go for this. Did I check canvas? Here you go. Trick or treat live session canvas. And this product is live, fulfilling with Gelato, and loading Customily template, Customily options, and I'm able to customize this live any way I want. So questions so far? Great. So I'm going to show you something different that you can do with Customily now that I have this product. Because one thing that I love about Customily is that you can actually get inspired with with what you have created and go for it on another product. For example, I have this product in my store. This is a custom chocolate wrapper that I had this Happy Halloween image. And what if I want to customize this? What if I'm able, because I have the machine, I have the printer, I can turn this product into a customizable product. Right now, this is ready to add to cart, and then you go. There's no Customily here, there's no nothing. But what if I could turn this into something customizable? Then I would need some information about this product. To begin with, I would need a clean image of this product without anything on the on this area. So if I have that information or I can produce that, it's really not that complicated because you can do it with any uh, graphic edition software. You can grab your idea, you can cut out the Happy Halloween yellow part, and also if I have the in-print information about my entire wrapping paper, I can create something using Customily. So I'm going back to my Customily store, and I can check what's going on the back end. Remember, we said that in these three sections, you can find everything related to how Customily is connected and working. So if I go to templates, I should be able to find probably on the last page, because it's the last one that has been created, I could find my Canvas trick or treat. This is the one that was created automatically. It has the design information on the print area of the canvas and the mockup of the canvas. But the great thing is that I can actually clone it just to keep the characters for Halloween. For example, let me change this name by clicking here to rename, and I'm going to call this the wrapper Halloween Customily. Yeah. This is a new template. And right now this template is not connected to anything, but it's something I can play around with. I can open, I can edit, I can move things around. So I just cloned this original, which is connected to my recent product. So I'm not going to modify this because it's going to affect this preview, but I can just clone it, keep everything here, rename, and click edit to see what's inside. When I go and see what's inside, I will see that I have a design from Customily in here. Doesn't seem like it has much, but it's basically because you have different combinations of one kid, two kids. You see the names here are showing 3, 4, and 5. I'm not going to go through all this, but if I were to open one kid, I will find that we have the boy name, and I can type, yeah, just type something. I have a boy costume, and if I check the options here, remember we have multiple options on the boy. We had the devil, and we had the mummy, and we had the pirate. You see how images are changing, and basically what I'm going through is I'm shuffling through these options, right? Everything is inside here, even if you don't see by default that. And the same with the hairstyle. I'm able to preview different hairstyles. All right, I'm previewing number 4. Let's preview number 40. I don't know. Yeah, like that. And the boy skin color is the choice we have for different skin colors in here, like that. So you see, I can preview anything about the design from Customily and change anything, because this is a full boy and this is a full girl in here. I can move them around, do whatever I want with the characters. But if I were to keep things as they are and still do some interesting stuff with this design, I'm going to change the entire proportions and create a wrapping paper. So right now, this canvas is 400 by 300 millimeters. I can click resize and type in whatever I want. Let's say, because remember, the idea is that you have already an existing knowledge of the product you want to sell. You cannot wing it inside here. You need to have at least an idea of what you want to do. So I look for a wrapping paper that I had this, basically I had this information. I know there's an imprint that is 148 by 162, and I have the files. Okay, imagine you have the files also. Try to put yourself in the merchant position that you already have all the information that a product needs to be presented. So if I were to resize this, I would change this to, for example, 148 by 162.5. The reason I'm changing this, and you will see it's smaller, is because it's no longer a canvas to be printed, but actually a wrapping paper. And what I can do is I can grab everything about this design. See, I can click on the first layout here with the one key, and then also go to the end, and with the shift key I can grab everything, all possible layouts, all backgrounds and titles and everything. I can zoom out and I can drag everything together, make it smaller so it's going to fit here like that. I'm still not changing anything. I'm barely moving stuff around and resizing, but resizing everything together. Now, what if I want to put my imprint information? Let's say I have that file. So if I click on dynamic image, because right now I have available a lot of tools to customize whatever I want, and this is our design studio. So you see, I'm working with existing items, but I can create new items. I can create text boxes so customers can type in whatever they want. For example, the boy name here is a text box. Also, a text box could be curved. Placeholders are objects that will allow your customers to upload their own images. For example, when you are uploading sort of like a photo collage or something, you will use placeholders. Basically, you click here and you create new objects, and you move them around and you rearrange them to create your own designs. Finally, street maps and star maps will give you that tool for customization, and we have covered this in previous live sessions. And the dynamic elements are the ones I want to use today because they can let me upload whatever image I already have on my computer. So I created two of them. Sorry about that. Let's just go with this one, and I'm going to call this one the wrapping paper imprint. And I'm going to upload an image. In the image, I have this wrapping layout like this. You see, this is what I need printed. I need this to show that there's a front area, there's a back area, and we have some wrapping and gluing in there. So what I can do is make sure this is as big as the print area, like this. I can go even open the transform part and change this to 148 by 162.5 and click on the alignment tools to make sure I'm centered, vertical, and horizontal. This is basically a guide, so I may want to drop this all the way down. Let's close the key here, all the way down in here, right? So now with this on my mind, I can grab the Customily Design and resize it to fit the front area, like that. And I can align to the workspace so everything is perfectly centered. Now, because I don't want these letters to show up, I'm just going to click on my imprint object and change to a blank version of this. Yeah, it's the same. Like that. In fact, I have these guides that are the cutting edges because this will be bigger than the edges that will be cut out depending on the candy. So far, so good, but what about this? It seems that I have a lot of white space around my Customily design. So one thing I can do is I can change the Customily background. I can change anything, but this Customily background seems to be something pretty easy to change, right? It's if I toggle this on and off, it's basically the background of the pumpkins. So one thing I'm going to do is, because I want this to change, but I noticed that there are some bats here that have the same ID. I'm going to change the ID to 200. So it's going to change alone without that. So I'm going to change this to something that I collected out there, which is this background. I can have this idea already, which I highly recommend that you have this idea. And of course, the proportion is not the same, but I can still stretch this away here, here, and put it like this and this. And I have a new background here, a new design completely different from what I had before by using the Customily designs, basically. And printing exactly the way I want this. So what could be next in changing? If I were to print something on the back of my wrapping paper, I can find that too. Let's say I have that. So I need a new dynamic image. This will be this dynamic image will be called the fun nutrition facts. And I actually like this. I'm going to drop this down because I just need this close to the backgrounds and everything. I found this and I thought it would be really funny, so I grabbed this. Basically, and you see by the proportion, I can actually change this to something like this. And see this, I'm going to center this. This was just something funny to put on the other side. So whenever I print, I'm going to wrap this, then flip this, and then this part. So basically, I'm pretty sure what I need to do is actually shift this like that. So it's going to wrap and print, and whatever I turn around this is going to look straightforward. But well, basically that's my way of flipping upside down an entire Customily design for a brand new product. And don't worry about all these imprints and stuff. You will not see this on the preview. Why? Because each template has two parts. The first part is the production file settings. And the second part, the one we're going to click next to jump to, is the preview. So on the preview, I get to change the mockup. You need to give it a second because it's going to update some stuff. But you see, I have updated some things and some others will be to manually update, the ones that are already on the preview. So to begin with, we have this product color, which is basically a photo of the canvas. And let me hide a couple of things so you can see what I mean. This is the base of the canvas. Is like the white background of the canvas, and we don't no longer need a canvas, so I'm going to just trash this away. Open this again. See, the imprint is something we actually don't need on the preview. Why? Because it's only important on the printing file. The fun nutrition facts also is not something you want showing on the preview. The only thing we want is the kid information, right? The bat, the fun nutrition, the background, this, like that. And remember, the background is something we actually changed it, so we need to upload this. So it's working perfectly well. Yeah. Basically, that's all we need. But we actually need something more. We need the idea of the wrapping paper. And for that, I have this image. And let me show you that with this example. This was my original. And all I had to do is just cut out with any software the part that I want customized. So this black area is basically transparent. Customily will read the transparency and will turn it into the new mask. Because right now the mask is basically a canvas with a shadow or something. But guess what? Like anything in Customily, I can change it. So I'm going to upload my new mask, and now I have a wrapping paper. It seems like I had this rotate worries. Transform, rotate, like that. Now you see I have a wrapping paper and I have candy and everything. The same way I had original, but now I have the advantage that I can customize this. So I may need to put some things in order. For example, the wrapping paper here will have to go exactly as it is, like that. Remember, we had some trimming lines, so we know there's a limitation there, but this is something we set up when we are working with our own products. And then I'm going to grab everything that is related to my design and make sure it's matching the same as we are printing. Basically this. I'm probably going to center this a bit like that. Want to do some final reviewing? Well, pick one kid. It's going to be faster. Type something. The code name is getting in the way. Check out the boy costume, check out the boy hairstyle, and check out the boy skin color, like that. I don't have someone like, okay, perfect. Yeah, you see, this is a brand new wrapping paper with the kid and the 5 kids. And remember, the logic is always the same because basically we haven't changed anything about the 1 kid, 2 kid, everything. We actually have the same structure of the design. We only resize it and change it what goes around the design. And I could easily save this. Okay. The final revision of any template will show you the coexisting parts of a template, the print and the preview. And I think this shows clearly what Customily can do, because basically you can customize the boy name, and maybe I'm going to go for the boy skin color. Yeah, here. I could customize a boy here. Oh, poor guy. Like that. And you see, whatever I customize, it will reflect on my print. So my customers will always see the preview. They will see a nice mock-up and they will customize. And whatever they input, it will translate to the render file ready to print. It doesn't matter if I don't see the printing lines, if I don't see the nutrition facts and stuff, because that's fixed. That's all for printing purposes. You want the customization part only. So I'm going to save this template. And whenever you save a template, you can jump in straight to the store section, which is, in my case, is a Shopify store, but it could be an Etsy. You're going to have the chance to connect this to any product. So right now I'm here in the store section. I can see all my Shopify products, and I can find those that are not linked to Customily. Why? Because I want to find my custom chocolate wrapper. I will pick this product. And when I pick this product, I see that there's no template and no options assigned to this, but I can do so. And whenever I do so, I link this product and I turn this product into a customizable product. So if I pick choose template and I find my last page and last one, yeah, this is the wrapping Halloween Customily. I don't want to create the options. You see, I remember I told you that Customily will create the options automatically. You can click here and create the options, but I don't need to right now because I have them from my Canvas product. I have these options created already. I don't need to duplicate the efforts. All I need to do is click on assign another option set and find it probably on the last page where I will find, yeah, trick or treat front and kawaii. These are the options I want. With a template and with the options, my product, I'm going to save this, of course, my product is now customizable. And I can find it on my store, or I can look for this here, refresh, and of course the listing photo will still be the same. I need to go to Shopify or Etsy and change it. But now I see options in my custom chocolate wrapper paper. And if I pick 2 kids, I need to pick, yeah, girl. Now I get to see my new product. And I get to customize this, and everything will look nice in this. And it's going to print exactly the way I put it together. And the options are responding because it's a Customily design that I reused. And I had my trick or treat wrapping paper information. So I was able to turn a canvas into a wrapping paper, something as weird as it looks and it sounds. And I know it may seem like a lot of work, but the thing is, I already have the files. And you say, yeah, that's not fair. No, it is fair because actually you need to actually do that. It's kind of your part of the process. If you have your unique product and obviously you have your unique measurements and knowledge and mockups, then you have the power to turn whatever design from Customity in, that you can grab into something unique from your own creation. That's what we wanted to show in this particular live session, that without modifying anything about the design, well, except the background, you can still use the same options and you can still use the same information, but you come up with your own product. And it's just a matter of, okay, I want this product. What do I need? I need this print area. I need this mockup. And probably I'm going to cut out the part that I want this to be editable. And that's all you need. Basically, this was kind of the part that took me most time because this is a given information, okay, and nothing more, I guess. Okay, well, questions, because I don't know if there are some questions along the way. I think Morena has been answering most of them. Someone is trying to figure out how to take my own designs and make it customizable using Printify products. Well, basically, if you want to use Printify, you can go to the Start section. And remember that, for example, if I were to create a new product using Printify products, um, you will always need to first pick the, I don't know, for example, like an ornament. You will always need to pick first the product, then the variants or suppliers or different options. And then once you have the basics of your product ready, when you click next, you can pick from Customity Designs or your own designs. If you want to pick from your own designs, you need to create them. And for that, you can go to the My Design section. In here, you can create a new design just like that. When you create a new design, of course, you will name your design, something that you will remember or will characterize your idea. And you start with a blank canvas. And you recognize these tools. This is the Design Studio. Here's where you put together your ideas. Now, the thing is, sometimes you may have clip arts or backgrounds or ideas. For example, you may have a nice quote with a nice background, and all you want customizable is a name. So remember that dynamic images are the ones that allow you to upload whatever graphics you have already in your stock. Um, for example, it's like I have this background. This is something I created to say something, yeah. And all I want is this is something fixed that I will not change. All I want is to have my customers type in their names. So I will create a text box that will allow my customers to type something. This background is fixed, is my own information. And this text is what they can customize. And what about the text? Yes, I can come to the character section, change the font. We have some spooky oh, we had some interesting this one, yeah. We had some fonts for Halloween. So you see, this could be your own design, nothing like that. You had a great idea for a background, and you need to, of course, come to Customity, upload that in a dynamic image without any customization. It should be blank because the customization part will be created in Customity. Again, you can create maps, you can create star maps, upload vectors, images. You put together whatever you want. You need to come here to Customity to manage your assets, not to create. Customity will allow you to manage your assets, but those assets will have to be on Canva, for example. Um, in our last live sessions, we have actively used Canva to create stuff, create backgrounds and ideas and quotes and stuff like that, and put them in Customily. But basically, any information, any image on your computer is a potential asset for your creations and your ideas. We recommend uploading in PNG format because those formats allow for transparencies, but JPEG is also accepted. But to upload your clip art, you can use dynamic images, or also you can use libraries. Uploading to your libraries will allow you to quickly access them in here. So you create a dynamic image, and instead of uploading your images, you pick from libraries, and you find your libraries, and you play around with that. Christmas. No, these ones are from today. You were maybe, I was trying to find, yeah, I don't know, this one. And you see, this is a library that I have from Customily that has hats from Customily. And I play around with this cartoon style, this is hats. And I could have a photo of myself here, and I can customize me with a Santa hat, something like that. So it's entirely up to you and your ideas. Always think about your ideas first, and then you will realize Customily is very easy to upload stuff and organize that. I'm looking for another question. How do you make the text larger? Right now, the text is for this particular box is as big as 318 points. Even if I put the maximum size to 500, it is as much as it goes for the box. I can make the box bigger, so it will go, for example, 405, or bigger, and it will, yeah, in this case, it's stopping because of the length, but you can make it bigger by changing the box or by controlling the maximum size. In this case, 400 is the maximum size, and I could go down or I could go up. The thing is, what happens when you keep typing? So typing, typing, typing. You see, you reach the end of the box and you start to go small and small. At which point will you stop? If you keep typing, you will stop at the minimum size. Now, the minimum size right now is 15, and you can see on this icon that 15 is this. That's unprintable, so or unreadable, basically. So we're probably going to stop at 150, which is this. It's pretty small, but at least it's something. Or 200. So if you type one letter, you will probably use up the maximum possible size. It's bigger, actually. Let's go like that. So 677 is the biggest size. Once you start typing, you will occupy space on the box. And when you reach the end of the box, you will start to shrink. Like that. How small will you go? 200 in this case. Great question. What determines when we should use dynamic images or vectors? Well, there's a lot of factors to be taken into consideration, but basically, a vector file will print on any size, or will print perfectly regardless of the resolution and stuff. So if you're going to be uploading dynamic vectors, you will probably export in an EPS or PDF format, because it's going to be printed like that. Vector files are ideal for engraving, for and for cutting jobs and printing on laser machines, for example. But sometimes when it comes to printing, for example, we have seen EPS files with full color when printing labels, right? Those labels that will go into different fabrics depending on if this is a common sticker or if a cloth sticker that goes with heat. So they use vector files. They export as a vector file and they upload dynamic vectors because they have that information, for example, in Illustrator. Images are the most common things, but the advantage of dynamic vectors actually is that you can set up single colors. And it's very interesting when you have like a background that you want colors to be changed automatically. So if I go with a vector here, and let me find something from previous live session, that's a great question. Where do I have vectors? Oh, here you go. This is not the best example, I think, but it's a vector instead. Yeah. See, this is a vector. It needs to be printed out in precise lines. So it doesn't matter if I go deep in, you see how images eventually will pixel out, but not vectors. And the thing about vectors is if I were to change this to single colors, I can actually set up colors like that. This is very handy when you are actually changing colors of something like a rectangle, like a full color background and stuff like that. If you want to offer multiple colors, then working with vectors is very handy, and working with images is basically what you see here. So I guess it will be a nice way to go when you need to change an image color. You can use vectors. When you need to print in very specific and precise quality, vectors. And if not, images are the best way to go. Thank you for that question because it's not very common that we answer that. Okay, well, I hope you have things clear now as to how to create some products and how to turn Customily Designs into something brand new and original. Please remember, we have an excellent support team to reach out to when you have some doubts. You can write them at support@customily.com. You can open a live chat in the app. Our live chat is open on office hours EST. And also join our Facebook communities because we are growing pretty big and fast. There's a lot of people sharing stuff, um, freely helping out others, clearing some doubts, sharing experiences, talking about the live sessions, and sharing products. So there are very active communities, and I highly recommend you to join. Before you go, please collect your tickets. Remember that the September challenge is still going, and we encourage you to follow this because the prices are really amazing. You can end up having free customity and a lot of great prices along the way. And well, that's all for today. I thank you all for joining, and we will see you next Thursday with more ideas. We're still on Halloween this week, so it's going to be really interesting ideas. See you on Thursday.